Hello YouTube and welcome into my very first box break. I have something today that I've wanted to open here for quite a little while. I got it for Christmas through Pristine Auctions in Arizona. It is a Fleer Skybox Sports Illustrated Baseball 98. And I picked this up relatively affordably, especially considering the year and the fact that there are a load of cards in here that go between 20 and 40 bucks a piece when they're graded. Most importantly for me, in this box, I checked out the checklist. I wanted to show you some of these funny websites from back in the day, CNN, SI, bigleaguers.com. In this checklist is one of my former teammates, and I didn't even realize that when I was bidding on this to get it. There are some Sports Illustrated magazine cover cards in here. One of them is a Ripken. I really want to get that. There are 6 autos, believe it or not. The redemption autos, they're expired. So with my luck, I will pull the Jose Cruz Jr, which I'd really love to get. But I'm excited to go through this, and without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and break it open and see what we might be able to find in here. My sister gave me a credit to this auction house. They had some really cool stuff on there. One Sunday evening, a few Sundays back, they did a sports card night. I picked up some Griffey Jr Psa 9 rookies for peanuts. But I won this and I was really hoping to get this. I've never seen these before. I looked at some of the photos online and I don't recognize the layout of any of these cards either. There's some that look kind of corny, some that I think look really cool. And then there is a card number 201 in this box that apparently was put in as a late addition. Oh, and check that out. Right out of the gate, unbelievable. Right out of the gate. That is one that I've wanted for forever. I have this magazine. I say I wanted it for forever. I love this photo. I have a Cal Ripken hallway in my home. I have this magazine framed up. I've got that 8x10 by the original artist framed up and autographed, and right out of the gate, I can't believe it. Haven't even pulled the packs out yet. Boom. So there's one of them. That's one of the ones I really wanted. I just said that. The one that I really want now, I'm gonna say the top loader, unbelievably, the one that I want now is my former teammate. He pitched in the 97 All-Star game for the American League, Justin Thompson. And I've got some of his stuff from back in the day, but I definitely don't have this. There's a couple of other guys that I either had a chance to work out with or played with that I'm looking to get out of here. Interestingly enough, some of the more obscure players from the stars in this set are the ones that are selling for the most that I saw. So at any rate, let's go ahead and see what we can pull out of here today. I'm gonna push the Ripken back. I can't believe I pulled that out right out of the box top. There is, I don't know if there's a mini poster or something that's supposed to be in here. Did I miss that? I don't understand. There are all kinds of parallels in this that I'm totally unfamiliar with. It's A-Rod right there on the top of the pack, obviously. Back before he went to the dark side. So let's see. I just totally butchered that corner, and that is one of my pet peeves when I watch people's videos. Let's see how I can do with that. Maybe I can clean this up a little bit. There we go. Pack 1. Ready to Rock. Another Sports Illustrated cover. Who is that? Julio Franco? No, it's not. Manny Ramirez, Man Ram. There's the back of what the Ready to Rock looks like. 3 out of 10. Okay. Hoping for Justin Thompson. Joey Hamilton. All right. Not familiar with him. Marlins, year in review 97, World Series champs. Spacer. These are the ones I didn't really like. These one to watch. That just screams extreme 90s to me. Remember that soda or energy drink or whatever it is. It just looks like that can to me. And then you got that guy. Just go ahead and ignore that. Next one. Still stoked about that Ripken. First card. When my sister had her birthday a few years back, I was at a card show. I had been waiting in line for hours to see Ripken. Get to the front of the line, handed Ripken the phone with my sister on the other line, and he said happy birthday to my sister, which was a huge big deal to me. I had 3 cats growing up, Cal, Ripken, and Junior. And yeah, on my sister's birthday. And then she gets me this for Christmas, technically, and boom, right out of the gate of Ripken. All right. Tomei, love that guy. One to watch, Vladimir Guerrero, had a decent career. What do we got here? JT Snow. I wonder whatever happened to him. I liked him a lot. Same with this guy, I liked him a lot too. Edgar Renteria. And then Paul Konerko with the Dodgers. A word we don't usually use in this home, but this is a national video, so I guess it's okay to curse. Okay. Livan Hernandez. There's a cool one. Mark McGwire. Man, would that have been fire in 98 to have pulled Sosa and McGwire out of this box within the first few packs? I think this is one of the ones that's going for like 20 or 30 bucks too. I'm gonna set that one aside. Palmeiro. Have a chance at the Hall of Fame. May still get in. Doubt it. Maddox. Really like that one. I think that's one of the nicer ones too. And then there we go. Big time. Craig Biggio. Get a good look at the back of this. Man, what a great move it was to take him from being a catcher, slide him over to a middle infielder. It was a great idea. Set Bish down. Here we go. We'll showcase McGwire too. I'm not sure what this is. This is like a piece of paper. Oh, this is the mini poster. Okay. I get it. Checklist? Maybe it's not. Maybe this is the mini poster with the checklist in the back, or maybe this is how the checklist came. I'm not sure. Anyway, pretty cool idea. I like that. I'm not an A-Rod guy, but that's still a really cool card or idea for the set. I think there's over 200 cards in this set. I can't recall exactly how many. For some reason, 240 is coming to mind, but there's a bunch of parallels. I'm really hoping to get that Justin Thompson. That would just top it all off for me. What do we have here? Eddie Murray and Brett Butler. Retirees, okay. That's pretty cool. I don't recall Eddie Murray playing for the Angels. That's a new one to me. Rusty Greer. Oklahoma there. Coors Field. What does that say? Baseball's best hitters park. Yeah, that's an understatement. Tell that to Mike Hampton. Pitcher's dreams go to die. My sister would have loved this one. Mark Grace, that was her favorite player when we were growing up. That's pretty cool. In fact, that's going to end up going to her. I'm setting that one aside. Rocket. Man, I will never forget. A lot of people do not remember this. I'm saving that one. The night of the trade deadline, that season, Baseball Tonight cut to a commercial break with Roger Clemens in a Houston Astros hat and Craig Biggio in a Toronto Blue Jays hat. And they listed Biggio and plus being traded to the Blue Jays for Roger Clemens and a couple of guys that I had no idea who they were. They come back from that commercial break to show Roger Clemens not wearing, Biggio not wearing the Blue Jays hat, and the Astros had gone out and gotten Clemens and then didn't even have to give up Biggio to get him. I don't think that was 98, though. I think I'm confusing the years. Randall Simon he got run out of town in a hurry. Maddox, baseball's best control. Alomar Jr., what a terrific catcher. And there we go. Exactly what I was looking for. So I was hoping all along that I was going to end up getting JT and a Ripken. And I got the Ripken I wanted, and I got JT. Man, that 97 year, he had a rough back end of it, but going into the All-Star break, he was just absolutely on fire. Love JT. Terrific guy. Always has been. All right, that one goes up on the pedestal. And then right behind him, Kurt Schilling. Year in review. Another former Astro. Sets the strikeout record. What strikeout record did he set in 97? National League strikeouts by a right-hander. 319. I had no idea he had a year like that in Philadelphia. Man, makes that trade even rougher. But trading Kenny Lofton and Steve Finley and Luis Gonzalez and on, right there at the back end when Drake McClain came in and Swindell and Drabek came over to the Astros and we thought we were going to make the run. Oh, I know what it was. It was 98. Baseball Tonight went to the commercial break showing Roger Clemens in an Astros hat and Craig Biggio in a Blue Jays hat. They came back from the break and the Astros had acquired Randy Johnson and they did not have to give up Biggio. That's what that trade was. Henry Blanco, catcher. Who is this? Juan gone. Ha! And that is who. There's the trade. The Tigers traded JT to the Rangers for Juan gone. So that's interesting. Back to back right there. Set those both together. That was a blockbuster deal when it happened too. Mike Cameron, Spacer, A-Rod. Think that's one of the cards at 20, 40 bucks, something like that. Don't like him, but I will sell that. Tony Gwynn, greatest pure hitter of my generation, hands down. Maybe of all time. There's some ridiculous stat on how many times Tony Gwynn swung and missed at a pitch, or swung and missed at a pitch twice in a game, or I can't recall what it is off the top of my head, but it's just unbelievable. Got a good story about this guy on the back here too. Frank Catalanato, worked out with him. He used to come through all the time. That's cool to see. Who was he with here? Yeah, with Detroit. He ended up in the Rangers too. In fact, he might have been in that same trade that sent JT to the Rangers. But yeah, Catalanato would work out with us. Let's see. Did I get two of them? I did. I thought I saw him on the back. So there's a story right there. I'll come back to those two cards. I saw this dude hit a moving train. The train tracks, if you hit it to the train tracks, it was a Titanic bomb. Okay, you had to get up into the tops of these trees. You had to hit a blast to hit the train tracks. I had seen it done a handful of times, only in batting practice. Anybody ever get close? And Charles Johnson hit the moving train. I was in left field. I could still hear the bang off the side of that thing as it was going by, and then in a roar of laughter. That was so cool. Ben Grieve, I think he's from Dallas. Pretty sure. It does not have where they're from. Arlington, yep. Born 5/4/76 in Arlington. Yeah, what year did he come up? 95. Yeah, he was in my class. All right. Todd Green. Don't recall Todd Green. Baseball's best. Art of a catcher. That's Art of a Catcher's Mask. Oh, okay. I guess he had a cool helmet. All right. Sorry, Todd. No hate. We saved that for Yankees, Dodgers, Cubs. All right. Getting down to the last 3 or 4 packs here, but I've already cleared out with getting Ripken, Gwynn, and getting JT. That's just unbelievably cool. I can't wait to send him a message tonight. Psa, Carlos Delgado. Man, that guy was terrific. Absolutely loved Carlos Delgado. Eric Karros. There's another one. Buhner. Buhner, he hit at least a half dozen, if not 8, in a row that cleared so far. I thought they were going to shatter lights. That was in, what year was that? That was the year after they beat the Yankees in the playoffs in Seattle and saved the Kingdom, saved the franchise in Seattle, frankly. Man, I wish he had never gone to New York. I wish he could have stuck around. That guy just had power for days and days. 40, 44, 40, 120. Look at that. 121, 138, 109 RBIs. Just fantastic. Projected stats, 40 home runs. I wonder how he ended up doing in 98. I'd like to look that up and see what the projection netted out to. Yep, Buhner, you stay. And John Jaha. Played with a dude named Johnny Jara, so the John Jaha was always a fun goof. All right. Thank you guys for bearing with me if anybody ever actually watches this on my first box break. I've got plenty more that I want to do, but I've been waiting until I could get this breaker's mat that I was fortunate enough to get for Christmas, and then my boys got me this mount for the camera, so I'm stoked I finally get to participate. Knobloch, rival. My friend's kids play for Knobloch baseball now. The agent that signed him with Minnesota, Marty Esposito, was constantly at our games, constantly at our practices. Marty was a big scout here in the area. Knobloch is Houston baseball royalty, his family. High school that he went to was a huge competitor of ours. We were either #1 in the state or they would, or we were #1 in the city or they were, and it went back and forth like that forever. Tim Naring, there's one that sells. That is, I think, the second highest card in the set as far as dollar value that I recall. I think it was like $46 or something like that. And since I do not care one bit about him, that will go on eBay too. Vladimir Guerrero, got a great story about him. So I really hope that Vlad Jr. turns out to be terrific, because in Montreal, this dude, remember how he was famous for hitting balls that bounced in the dirt, bounced off the ground, way outside, he could hit anything? He did not have the greatest work ethic, and video games were all over the clubhouse, and yeah, he was not a clubhouse favorite with his teammates at all, and I wonder if this guy had applied himself, if he would have been up there with some of the all-time greats, because he certainly had the stroke to do it. There's no doubt about that. Dean Palmer, another one of these checklists. A-Rod again. Who was on the back of that last one? Oh, no, it was just a solo A-Rod. Yeah. All right, couple left. Yeah, so it's neat now. My era is long gone to see Tatis Jr., Vladdy Jr., Bobby Witt Jr., whole stack of the, there's more than that. I think Wallach's kid is up now. There's more, but it's neat to see the kids coming up, and hopefully they perform really well. It'd be great for the game. Cammy, that's sad. Went to dinner with him one night. Beer Paretti's here in town. Signed a bunch of stuff. Just such a nice, likable guy to know how it ultimately ended up for him is truly, truly disappointing and sad. Dave Nilsson, Scott Rowland, terrific third baseman. In fact, that is in the, no, I don't know where that is. Look at that dirt in the background right out behind shortstop. I don't know where that would have been indoor because it looks like it's Astra. I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder where that was from, that photo. Tony Clark, nice guy. Got a chance to hang out with him quite a few times. Dennis Reyes. Tony Clark, that guy was a strong first baseman. He always reminded me of Fred McGriff. Him and Rico Bronya. Who was the other dude? I always forget his name. Anyway. Larry Walker. Straight product of Denver. Tom Evans. Jeff Cirillo. The card stock on these is just fantastic. This glossy finish, the heavy set card stock. I should have mentioned that a long time ago. I really like this. This is a terrific product. And believe it or not, these cards have all been in pretty good shape. I haven't really noticed anything wrong with any of them, especially considering they're a full color bleed with no border. Alomar, obviously like him a lot as an Oriole guy. And Robert Machado. Ah, this design just bugs me. What was the name of that soda? I'm gonna remember it as soon as I turn the camera off. Not Jolt. Something, I wanted to say it was something extreme or, anyway, I can still see the vending machine in college. All right, let's see who we got here. Manny, back before he joined part of the dark side. Looks like maybe Jeter tagging him. Got to see Manny in Cleveland a lot. That guy, Bagwell. Jeff, I can't hit myself out of a wet brown paper Bagwell. Bernie Williams. Another guy that I believe if he had played in Milwaukee or Seattle or Anaheim or something, nobody would have known who he was, but it is what it is. Mark Kotze, thought he was going to be the next greatest thing ever. He actually had a solid career. He did have a good career. One to watch. Marlins have high hopes for Kotze. He'll get a chance to show off his talents this season. Yeah, he had a good career. I shouldn't hate on that guy. And then Bidge. So ended up getting both the Biggios, baseball's best base runner, and a base. So I like that. So I'll go ahead and show my favorite ones. Those two, obviously the Bagwell will go up there. Caminetti will go up there. Buhner, huge fan. Huge fan. Manram, can't argue him. Knobloch, Houston guy. A-Rod, it's like the 1990s all steroid pack. So off of that, let's go ahead and do this guy. McGuire, look at that glossy finish. I've been trying to hold the cards down. I can't get them to focus, trying to keep this light off, but these really are sharp. I'm very happy with this. In fact, I'd buy this again. I'm so happy with it. Clemens, year in review. Wish I'd gotten his base. Did get this guy's base, Greg Maddux. Love it. Him. One I put up on the pedestal right there, Tony Gwynn, which I'm going to go ahead and do. Look at that ivy in the background. What a great photo of Tony Gwynn. Really like that one too. But the two that I wanted the most, I'm so excited. Got JT. That makes the whole box for me if it hadn't been for the very first card out of the box. Just fantastic. I am over my head with this one. Of course, it's not going to focus up. Let me see if I can get it. 12/13/95. 12/18/95. Okay. Continued excellence baseballs. Respect for the most consecutive gameplay. Cal tops a transcendent class of current grades. Oh, I get it. Duh. That's the date of the magazine cover. 12/18/95. Look at that. Shout out to Hakeem. Rebecca Lobo comes off a little odd, but I guess she did have a remarkable collegiate career at that point. But yeah, so there's only 4 of the 10, and I got the Ripken. 1 in 10 odds. Fantastic. All right. Well, that was Sports Illustrated. Oh, there's the gray, so I was saving for my sister. I need to put that over there. Presented by Fleer, 98. At least one cover insert in every box, and I got the Ripken. No autographs, thank goodness, because I never get any, and if I did, it would have certainly been a redemption that expired 6 months after these came out. Yep, 12 packs of 5 cards and 1 mini poster. I don't know what the mini poster was, unless it was that A-Rod thing I'm calling a checklist, but yeah, I'm not seeing a mini poster in here. And I ripped the box from the side too. Anyway, thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me. It's my first one. I hope to be adding many, many, many more in the future. Thank you to John's Sports Cards, Jons, John Sports Cards, my total inspiration behind diving in to do this. I really appreciate your videos and all the time that you've afforded for us. So I hope to pay it back a little bit in the future. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.